Hey everybody, so it is time to get real. A lot of you guys know I'm getting to have the gastric sleeve surgery, hopefully before the end of the year. And all of this pre-op stuff has been a challenge for me because I am not losing any weight. In fact, I keep I'll lose, and then when it's time for my dietitian meeting, I've gained a few pounds. And it's been very, very frustrating for me because I feel like I eat fairly healthy, except for when I eat burgers and pizzas. Um, and I will be the first to admit that I don't exercise like I should, but it's because physically I have hit my limit as far as my weight. Like, I cannot be one of those 500 or 600 pound people because I am so miserable right now. And I just know that I can't go much further. So when it comes to exercise, it's so hard. And I'm not saying that I'm not gonna put in the work for it. I'm just saying that physically, when your back and your knees and your ankles hurt, it's hard to do it. And yeah, it's frustrating. So I was trying to do my makeup and get ready for the day, and I just started crying while thinking about everything. So I thought that with my raw emotions right now, I should just start filming now versus later and talk to you guys about what I'm going through, because it is the main idea that the reason why people are obese and fat is because they stuff their faces. And while that's true a lot of the time, it's not true for me. I don't overeat. In fact, people would consider me malnourished, and I do binge eat though. Instead of having one or two slices of pizza, I will eat six. But that is because I have been starving for 3 days and I am just hungry. That is how my eating goes typically. Pretty much, I only have one meal a day, and then I drink tea for the rest of the day because one, we can't afford food, and two, because I want to try and prepare myself. I want to make sure that I have a meal every day, and it is beyond frustrating that I cannot afford to have my daily meals every day. Like that, it just sucks completely, and I'm so hungry all the time. I don't know if you would call it an eating disorder, but a lot of people, they're like emotional eaters, or they eat when they're depressed and stuff. I associate food with being happy, and I have not been happy in a very, very long time. Um, Growing up, I lived with my entire family. So my mom and my grandma, they cooked for like 8 people every single night. And it was always a time that I enjoyed because, um, sorry, my grandpa would, he would pray before every dinner. And it was always the same prayer. That's what was funny. But I always had the seat next to him because I loved him so much, and I didn't get to spend time with him because he was always working to take care of the whole family. And then at nighttime, he'd want to rest and relax. But every night, I had that minute to just hold his hand. And still to this day, like, I just miss it. And it was the highlight of my day to hold my grandpa's hand because I felt like it was such an honor that I was holding his hand because he was the best man in the world. And then we would all have a good meal, we would talk, we would laugh. Sometimes there was tension. But my diet hasn't changed since then. It's actually only gotten better because I now have more fruits and more vegetables in my diet. But I was thinking, I was fairly happy back then. And I had all the meals, all the snacks I wanted. I looked good. I felt good. and I was fairly happy, you know, and healthy. And the older I get, and going into adulthood, I didn't have money to eat all the time. And, like most people, you just do what you can to make things as cheap as possible. And my way of making things as cheap as possible is eating one meal a day and trying to make it last. Unfortunately, that only lasts about 2 weeks, and then I'm left with another 2 or 3 weeks of being hungry. So oftentimes, I'll take $5 and I'll go to the Chinese buffet because it's only $5 and you can eat however much you want. And like I said, I'll eat 2 plates there because it's cheap and it fills me up so that I can, like, literally hardly not walk, and that is a good feeling. Not feeling completely stuffed, but knowing that it's a big relief when I am so stuffed, when I'm walking out of the Chinese place, because I know that for that moment, for that next 5 or 6 hours, I don't have to worry about being hungry. So it's kind of like, for those 5 or 6 hours, I have a chance at being happy because I'm not hungry. And so yeah, I don't know if this is classified as an eating disorder or just starving, but it really frustrates me when people say things about fat people and how they always eat, or if people look at a fat person or something, because you never know the situation. So yeah, like, my goals for the surgery, obviously I'm going to be eating less but still losing weight, and I'm hoping that that's going to help with the grocery bill, and I'm hoping that that's going to allow me to eat what I need to every day, and still have money to last the whole month. That's my goal. My goal is to get back to the weight I want, which is 164. Once I hit 164, I'll see about going down to like 140, 145. But I feel like the smaller I get, the more opportunities I'll have at being happy. Because right now, I don't have a job. My marriage is falling apart. It's just not a good life situation right now. And I feel like that has to do with some of my weight. And also, every man that I have been with has had an issue with my weight. And every man that I've been with has cheated on me in some way or another, and those women were always skinny, beautiful bitches. So I just feel like, too, if I can get this weight off, it's symbolic of me getting rid of all these men and all their issues that have affected me emotionally. I feel like there's just so much pressure and so much tension to the weight that I have, that if I can get the help I need to get it off, I really will be a different person. And I'm waiting for that day because I really need to be happy again. And I really need to be around people and to surround myself with people. And I just want to make this video to talk about these things because I feel like so out of the loop. Because I only hear of people say that the problem is that they overeat, or they don't know when to stop, or they're always hungry but they're always eating. And I'm just like, well, that's not me. I'm always starving, but it's because I have no food. And then even my dietitian, she told me, you need to be eating more. That's why you're getting bigger, is because you're not giving your body what it needs. And I'm like, the world is not giving me what I need, because I need a job so that I can afford food, so that I can afford happiness. And that's the thing that sucks, is that happiness costs. You have to pay for happiness. So I just wanted to share this video, and if any of you guys have any other issues, that maybe leave in the comments so we can talk, because it's just, it's very stressful. Very stressful. And I know that the surgery is not going to like magically take everything away or take everything away as soon as I get it. I know I'm going to have to work hard and I'm prepared for that, but it's just I need that help to get me there, you know? So we'll see how it goes. I go to my dietitian soon, so I'm going to talk to her about these things and see what she says. I'm sorry if you guys have been shaking the whole time, but I've got you propped up on a basket. So thanks for watching, and just be nice in the comments.